So annoying that you can't pickpocket children. Hello lovelies, Cuckoo here with our vanilla Skyrim LP, pickpocketing this guard, just for funsies. We need to go into the frozen hearth to deliver Kalselma's research to Enther. This should help translate Gallus's journal.
I suppose it would be inappropriate of me to ask how you obtained this, so I simply won't. This is intriguing, but highly disturbing. It appears that Gallus had suspicions about Mercer Frey's allegiance to the Guild for months. Gallus had begun to uncover what he calls an unduly lavish lifestyle replete with spending vast amounts of gold on personal pleasures.
Isn't that the whole point of being a thief?
Does the journal say where this wealth came from?
Yes, Gallus seems certain that Mercer had been removing funds from the Guild's treasury without anyone's knowledge.
Anything else, Enther? Anything about the Nightingales?
The last few pages seem to describe the failure of the Nightingales, although it doesn't go into great detail. Gallus also repeatedly mentions his strong belief that Mercer desecrated something known as the Twilight Sepulchre.
Shadows preserve us. So it's true.
I'm not familiar with the Twilight Sepulchre. What is it? What's Mercer Frey done?
I'm sorry, Enther. I can't say. All that matters is we deliver your translation to the Guild immediately.
He translated that really fast.
If you ever manage to gain entry to the college and you find trying to rid yourself of stolen goods becoming a burden, come visit me.
I find it so annoying that he is the first fence outside of the guild that we meet, and you have to get into the college to talk to him. Gallus's journal mentioned the Twilight Sepulchre?
You've come this far, so I see no harm in concealing it any longer.
That did not make sense.
The Twilight Sepulchre is the temple to Nocturnal. It's what the Nightingales are sworn to protect with their lives.
Also, you weren't going to tell Enther, but he's standing right there. He can hear this whole conversation. Why does it require that type of protection?
Everything that represents Nocturnal's influence is contained within the walls of the Sepulchre.
Thieves and temples. It just doesn't add up.
I felt the same way when Gallus first revealed these things to me. I think given time you'll understand what I mean.
I'd understand better if less mystery was involved.
As a Nightingale, I've been sworn to secrecy regarding the Sepulchre. I know the Guild doesn't do much to foster faith, but I'm going to have to ask that you continue to trust me.
Very well. We'll do it your way, for now.
I'll make for Riften and scout the situation, see if I can discover what Mercer's up to. When you're ready, meet me at the Ragged Flagon. In the meantime, I wanted you to have this. It belonged to Gallus, but given the circumstances, I think he'd approve.
Nightingale Blade. Ooh, it's one of the absorption swords. I still prefer daggers. The sword looks gigantic. The little girl who lives here is right there, and I'm just like, grabbing some gold, it's fine. I have to rob everybody before I leave, although I don't know how I grabbed that without getting caught.
I say, you didn't hear any loud noises last night, did you? No, explosion sounds?
Explosion sounds. Nellakar is carrying nothing. That's rude. Okay, let's go. We're heading back to Riften to expose Mercer.
I'm glad you're here. I think some of these people are beginning to suspect who I am. Are you ready to face the Guild?
I'm ready. Let's go. I am gonna sell to Tanilia real quick.
You better have a damn good reason to be here with that murderer.
Please, lower your weapons so we can speak. I have proof that you've all been misled.
No tricks, Carlia, or I'll cut you down where you stand. Now what's this so-called proof you speak of?
I have Gallus's journal. I think you'll find its contents disturbing.
No, it can't be. I've known Mercer too long.
It's true, Brynjolf. Every word. Mercer's been stealing from the Guild for years.
I mean, he is a thief.
There's only one way to find out if what the lass says is true. Delvin, I'll need you to open the vault.
How can Mercer open up a vault that needs 2 keys? It's impossible. Could he pick his way in?
That door has the best puzzle locks money can buy. There's no way it can be picked open.
That's what they said about the Nordic ruin doors.
I've used my key, but the vault's still locked up tighter than a drum. Now use yours.
Mercer could have pickpocketed one of your keys, used it and given it back, made a copy. So many ways he could have got into the vault.
98. It's gone. Everything's gone. Get in here, all of you.
I also think it's stupid for us all to go into the vault, because someone could close the door on us.
Delvin, Vex, watch the flagon. If you see Mercer, come tell me right away.
If I see Frey, I'll pluck his eyes from his skull with my bare hands.
I like her.
Before I help you track Mercer down, I need to know what you learned from Carlia. I mean, everything.
Mercer killed Gallus, not Carlia.
I feared that was the case. From that last entry in Gallus's diary, It looks like he was getting close to exposing Mercer to the Guild. Anything else?
Gallus, Carlia, and Mercer were Nightingales.
But I always assumed they were just a tale. A way to keep the young footpads in line. Was there anything else she told you?
She was behind Goldenglow and Hunting Brew. Has he not figured that out by now?
Trying to make Mercer look bad in front of Maven, eh? Clever lass. Was there anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Then I have an important task for you. I need you to break into Mercer's home and search for anything that could tell us where he's gone.
I'll take care of it.
Be careful, lass. This is the last place in Skyrim I'd ever want to send you. Just find a way in, get the information and leave. And you have permission to kill anyone that stands in your way.
The whole we don't kill people thing never stands up for long. What's the best way to get into Riftwood Manor?
If you can get past his trained watchdog, I think your best bet might be the ramp to the second-floor balcony in his backyard.
I don't suppose the ramp is easy to access?
No, it's some sort of crazy contraption Mercer commissioned for quick escapes. I'd wager a well-placed shot at the ramp's mechanism would lower it in a hurry.
You mentioned a watchdog?
That'd be Vald. A real piece of work, that one. Mercer's holding something over his head, keeping him loyal. Talk to Vex. She used to know him very well.
Brynjolf said you have info on Vald?
That pig? Oh, I have info on him. More than you care to know.
I want to get on his good side.
Vald? Good side? Think you have the wrong person. The only thing Vald understands is gold. A man after my own heart.
Mine too. So, buy him off.
Sure, but he'll ask for a whole lot. I mean, you are asking him to betray Mercer Frey. Your best bet would be to erase his debt with Maven Blackbriar. If you talk to her, she might be able to give you the details. Of course, you could just run him through and take what you need off his corpse. I could care less.
I feel like they're really trying to push me into killing people, which I could do, but like there's a whole other quest.
While you're in there, help yourself to anything in Frey's Manor.
I don't need to be told to loot. We'll have plenty of time to murder people when we join the Dark Brotherhood. For now, I want to be sneaky.
I presume you're bothering me for a good reason.
I'd like to erase Bald's debt.
Why would you want to help that idiot?
I have my own reasons.
He owes me a steep debt. In fact, he's lucky all I did was force him to work for Mercer.
What did he do?
A few years back, I commissioned a unique quill from a good friend of mine in Winterhold. Vald was tasked with getting it here safely, and it ended up at the bottom of Lake Honrick.
He's in debt because of a quill?
The wizards called it the Quill of Gemination, and demanded a tremendous amount of gold to have it made. If you can locate the quill and return it to me, something Vald was too stupid to do himself, I'll consider the debt satisfied.
Okay. Oh, you can't get out this way. I really could do with, like, an amulet to help me breathe underwater or something, but we're gonna try this without it. I found the quill before, but I don't remember exactly where it is. Oh, there it is. That was fast. Fortunately, I can pick a lock without drowning. I found the Quill of Gemination.
Really? I wrote that off a long time ago. Well, I suppose I need to fulfill my end of the bargain. Give this document to Vald. It frees him from the debt, but I never want to see him in Riften again.
She's so generous. You know, I've never tried just going in the front door of Mercer's place. Oh, it's barred from the other side. That would be why. Oh, is this his yard? Vald's gonna attack me before I have a chance to tell him I freed him. Vald, where are you? Oh, this isn't Mercer's yard. I'm fine. We're doing fine. Hey, you, over there. It would really help if I could talk. Hello?
Hey, listen!
I'm sure he'll come over here eventually.
This is Mercer Frey's place, and he don't like visitors. Now go away.
I have something of yours.
Of mine? What is it?
Here, it's your debt with Maven. You're free.
Here. You did me a favor. I guess I owe you one.
I do kind of want to pick his pocket, though. Thank you for 50 gold. Okay. Now we gotta shoot the thingy.
Planning on using that weapon?
I just love when people respond to us even though they're not supposed to know we're here. She's staring at the wall. Why are they so ridiculous? It's an insult to my stealthiness. Nothing here counts as stealing, which is also a little insulting. Gold diamond necklace? Dope. It will be easier to sell stuff since I don't have to sell it to a fence. She might catch me out of her peripheral vision if she's paying any attention, which she's not. Another guard staring at a wall. Can I pick her pocket? Yes. I want to grab those potions, but I'm not sure I can do it without touching. Oh, we're good. She doesn't notice me just like snatching cabbages off the cupboard. Do I need to go down there? We'll try going this way first. Suspicious cabinet. The pull chain opens it, but you can also just open it manually. I feel like I don't want to step on that. I'll just climb on the wall. This is fine. Woo! And now I'm on fire. Okay. Didn't step on that trap, though. So at least there's that. Come on, Mercer. Isn't this a little excessive? Whoa! Oh! I stood behind them. It's a really good thing those aren't like one-hit kills. Don't open the door. Undo the trap. Undo the trap. Why can't I aim at that? There we go. No more trap. Children's display case. I read it as children's display case and I was so confused. But we found his secret plans. Look, it's the gray fox.
They'll never outfox the fox.
I haven't played a lot of Oblivion, but I've played enough to know who the gray fox is. Pile of gems. Love that. I don't want the bull though. You know, that's almost the Deathly Hallows symbol. Found this bust of the gray fox. Worth anything?
Must have come from Mercer's place. He'd admired the grey fox for some time. Sure, I'll buy it from you.
We got 300 gold for that. Cool, cool.
We've scoured the town and I've spoken to every contact we have left. No sign of Mercer. Any luck on your end?
He wasn't there, but I found these plans.
Shore's beard. He's going after the eyes of the Falmer? That was Gallus's pet project. If he gets his hands on them, you can be certain he'll be gone for good and set up for life.
Then we have to stop him.
Agreed. He's taken everything the guild has left, and to go after one of the last greatest heists is just an insult. I've spoken to Carlia and made amends for how the guild's treated her.
How did you make amends for decades of abandonment in like 5 minutes?
Now she wishes to speak with both of us, quickly. We have no time to lose. Not now, lass. Carlia said it was important.
I know, that's why I'm here.
Brynjolf, the time has come to decide Mercer's fate. Until a new guildmaster is chosen, the decision falls to you.
Aye, lass. And I've come to a decision. Mercer Frey tried to kill both of you. He betrayed the guild, murdered Gallus, and made us question our future. He needs to die.
We have to be very careful, Brynjolf. Mercer is a Nightingale, an agent of Nocturnal.
And it's all true. Everything I heard in the stories. The Nightingales, their allegiance to Nocturnal, and the Twilight Sepulchre.
Yes. That's why we need to prepare ourselves and meet Mercer on equal footing. Just outside of Riften, beyond the southeast gate, is a small path cut up the mountainside. At the end of that path is a clearing, and an old standing stone. I'd ask you both to meet me there.
Okay.
I'm glad you're here.
What's the significance of this place?
This is the headquarters of the Nightingales, cut into the mountainside by the first of our kind. We've come to seek the edge we need to defeat Mercer Frey.
What kind of an edge?
If you'll follow me, I'll try to explain on the way.
So this is Nightingale Hall. I heard about this place when I joined the guild, but I never believed it existed.
The assumption that the Nightingales were just a myth was seeded within the guild on purpose. It helped divert attention from our true nature. What's wrong, Brynjolf? I can almost hear your brow furrowing.
I'm trying to understand why I'm here, lass. I'm no priest, and I'm certainly not religious. Why pick me?
This isn't about religion, Brynjolf. It's business. Now, if you'll both proceed to the armory to don your Nightingale armor, we can begin the oath.
I do feel like she should tell us more about this before we make an oath. Where do we get the armor? Over here. It's pretty down here. Probably cold.
You appear hesitant to don your Nightingale armor.
I literally just grabbed it. Give me a second. Visually, this is my favorite armor set in the game. It's one of the few hoods I'll actually wear.
Okay, lass. We've got these get-ups on. Now what?
Beyond this gate is the first step in becoming a Nightingale.
Whoa there, lass. I appreciate the armor, but becoming a Nightingale? That was never discussed.
To hold any hope of defeating Mercer, we must have Nocturnal at our backs. If she's to accept you as one of her own, an arrangement must be struck.
What sort of arrangement? I need to know the terms.
The terms are quite simple, Brynjolf. Nocturnal will allow you to become a Nightingale and use your abilities for whatever you wish. And in return, both in life and in death, you must serve as a guardian of the Twilight Sepulchre.
Aye, there's always a catch. But at this point, I suppose there isn't much to lose.
Just your soul.
If it means the end of Mercer Frey, you can count me in.
What about you? Are you ready to transact the oath with Nocturnal?
I mean, this feels like a really big commitment, but sure.
Good.
Sing, sweet nightingale.
Sing, sweet nightingale, high above me.
I'm gonna lock them in and run away.
I call upon you, Lady Nocturnal, Queen of Murk and Empress of Shadow. Hear my voice.
Ah, Carlia. I was wondering when I'd hear from you again. Lose something, did we?
My lady, I've come before you to throw myself upon your mercy and to accept responsibility for my failure.
You're already mine, Carlia. Your terms were struck long ago. What could you possibly offer me now?
Us. She's offering her us.
I have 2 others that wish to transact the oath, to serve you both in life and in death.
This feels like a bad idea.
You surprise me, Carlia. This offer is definitely weighted in my favor.
My appetite for Mercer's demise exceeds my craving for wealth, Your Grace.
Revenge. How interesting. Very well. The conditions are acceptable. You may proceed.
Lady Nocturnal, we accept your terms. We dedicate ourselves to you as both your avengers and your sentinels. We will honor our agreement in this life and the next until your conditions have been met.
Very well. I name your initiates Nightingale, and I restore your status to the same, Carlisle. And in the future, I'd suggest you refrain from disappointing me again.
What did we just commit ourselves to?
Now that you've transacted the oath, it's time to reveal the final piece of the puzzle to you, Mercer's true crime.
He's done more.
Mercer was able to unlock the Guild's vault without 2 keys because of what he stole from the Twilight Sepulchre, the skeleton key. By doing this, he's compromised our ties to Nocturnal, and in essence, caused our luck to run dry.
So the key unlocks any door?
Well, yes, but the key isn't only restricted to physical barriers. All of us possess untapped abilities, the potential to wield great power securely sealed within our minds. Once you realize the key can access these traits, potential becomes limitless.
Sounds like no one should possess it. I'm not sure Tinuviel really believes that, but it feels like the safe thing to say when Nocturnal could be listening.
Good. Then you understand why this is about more than just Mercer's lust for power. If the key isn't returned to its lock in the Twilight Sepulchre, things will never be the same for the Guild. As time passed, our luck would diminish to the point of non-existence, and whether you know it or not, our uncanny luck defines our trade.
Let's go.
Before we depart, Brynjolf has some business to discuss.
Listen, lass. There's one last piece of business we need to settle before we go after Mercer. The leadership of the Guild.
Why tell this to me?
Carlia and I had a long discussion before you arrived here.
How? I came straight here.
By all accounts, it doesn't make sense.
Thanks to your efforts, Mercer's treachery has been exposed. After we deal with him, all that remains is restoring the Guild to its full strength. As a result, we both feel that you have the potential of replacing Mercer as leader of the Thieves Guild.
Sure, I've been a member for about 5 minutes, and you have for years, and you already practically lead it, but that makes sense.
I've been at this game a long time, my friend. I've stolen trinkets from nobles and framed priests for murder.
I love you.
I'm good at what I do. Maybe even one of the best, but it's all I know. I've never been one to lead. Never desired it, never cared for it. Don't want it.
What if I don't want it? I keep not knowing what Tinuviel would say. I feel like I don't know her character well enough. I guess I don't know what to say.
Well, we have a bit of an errand to run before your coronation, so don't get sentimental on me now.
I accept.
Then it's decided. When this is all over and Delvin's contacts assure me that we've regained our footing in Skyrim, we'll handle the details. Until then, we have quite the task ahead.
Then let's get to it.
Prepare yourself, lass. This will be a fight to remember.
Alright, we've committed ourselves to a Daedric prince who will hold us to our commitment into the afterlife. I'm sure that'll be fine. Next episode, we are going after Mercer Frey. I'm super hyped. I'm really enjoying this LP. I hope you are too. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next episode. Bye!